Welcome back to the grind. In this video, we're going to talk about some of my tips on how to defend a base. And it's important to know what the base is set up like, so you know what towers are better to defend. So it can be hard defending other people's bases. But if you're defending your own base and have the ability to make changes, these tips will be maybe a little more helpful. So here's a brief overview. We're going to talk about mage draining, timing your heals, using HP and attack boosts, and then super shots and delaying your super shots. And there's a couple more tips along the way. This video is a little bit longer than normal. There's a lot of details to review. I know some people commented that I could spend a little more time with longer videos, going in more detail on some clips with more explanations and examples. So hopefully this is a good example of that. But I hope it's not too long for you. First, I'm going to point out how effective a mage drain can be. You see I have two mages in the front there with an ice flak to disable the shield or the cloak, and I was able to hit him with both mage shots. Actually, I think he could have blocked the second one. But now you can see he's approaching this island with no rage, and it's Hyaku, granted, but he doesn't really stand a chance once his shield goes down. And then once his shield was expiring, I loaded a couple more mage shots. You want to make sure that you're not loading these up right away, unless you know the dragon has no way to avoid them. Because of the adequate rage drain, he had no chance and he quit. Some dragons can recover rage quick, so you can recover from that, but I guess he didn't want to try. This next tip is important. It's understanding how to time the heals appropriately for when the dragon faces the island. As soon as he's turning to face the island, you want to let go of the heals so that by the time the initial burst of damage comes on the island, you heal it back up. So unless it's a one-shot spell, it can help prevent a burst of damage. And if you only have time for one boost between dragons, I prioritize the HP boost to help prevent them from destroying towers and allowing you to heal them again. And I will point out more situations of timing the heals, as well as how you can get both the attack and the HP boost between dragons. I'm thankful to C. Metcalf, if that's how you say it. He worked with me to run a bunch of attacks on my base to get some of these clips. You can see in this clip, he finished off with Ronan. Despite my heals, I was unable to stop him. In this one with Somnus, I was able to hit him with a rage drain, but I think he was able to avoid the second one. And having those two separate distances we'll discuss a bit later. So once again, you can see as he starts facing the island, I let go of the heal so that by the time his initial boost goes off, it heals back up. Now, I don't usually put super shots on the mages on my kill island. If I do, it's a delayed one, or if I know they can't block it. I usually put it on the shield and the dark flak, and then the fire flak as well. And sometimes I will delay the super shots on the dark flak and the fire flak, so that the second shot is the one that hits them. It depends on what the dragon's flying, if they're going to blink the shots or not. And then with my extra super shots, I'll usually put them on the shield if it's still alive, and the dark flak because it can keep stunning them, and I find that to be very helpful. And if the fire flak is still up for a while and I have more super shots, I'll put it on that one as well to keep their damage sort of decreased. Now with Kaiji, you can see his summon warrior blocks super shots. So this is where delayed super shots is very important. Also, you can see I start applying the HP and attack boosts to the kill island as the dragon is approaching about halfway through that long island. So the summon blocked the initial shots, so I put the super shots on delayed so that you can see the super shots actually were the ones that hit the dragon itself. Or at least the fire flak super shot did. I'm not sure that the dark flak one did. So you can see now when the second dragon attack is loading, there's limited time to place boosts before the dragon is facing the towers. So I put on the HP boost as a priority. And this is pretty much a universal concept to the game. And most people agree that the HP is best for base defense because it allows the towers to do more attacks and allows you more time to heal the towers, which may mean the difference in defeating the dragon or your base being destroyed. Now, he is going to fly another dragon, so if you are able to time things right, you can get the attack boost and the HP boost if you place one of the boosts, and I would do the attack boost first, right before the dragon swaps or finishes. That way the effect is still present when the next dragon starts. So you can see I placed the boost, and I should have done the attack one instead, right at the end. Now when the dragon starts the next one, the boost is still there, and you can apply the other boost at the beginning before the dragon faces the island, and then you're ready to heal once the dragon is facing the island again. and I accidentally had a super shot on that mage, but now after his shield expires is when you would want to use the super shots to drain the rage. And this is something that's very important to know when you're defending a base. If you're not sure what the dragon's skills are, it's really hard to defend, because if they're immune to something, or if they can block rage or avoid rage, you don't want to waste super shots. So as you can see here, he was able to dodge the second mage shot because he was able to use the cloak in time. So let's take another closer look at the heal. I'm going to speed this one up for the sake of time, and we'll see how the heal timing can be very important. So here, as he's turning towards the island, you release the heal, and you should be able to heal some of the damage back with the initial burst of damage. Now this will be more apparent in this clip, and I'm going to slow it down so we can really take a look at it. You see I release the heal as he faces the island, and it catches that initial burst of damage, and it allows me to actually heal the storm tower twice before it's destroyed. And unfortunately, he was still able to destroy those back two towers, but because he spent so much time and ammo on those back two towers from me healing them, he was not able to take out the front towers. So it was very effective in helping to slow this dragon down on the base. And then with farms and mills, as best you can, you want to time the heals for when you think they're going to burst a lot of damage. What I wait for when I'm attacking is for them to use a heal, and then I'll unload my full ammo bar and spells on a farm or mill. And I save my ammo until I see that they heal, and then I unload. And then you finish the run with Gunner and one more dragon. Ultimately, I stopped him at 40%. So as you can see at the front of that island for my mage drain, I have a blue mage at the front and a red mage at the back. The blue mage is in front to make blinking the Ice Flak super shot more difficult, but I'm still playing with my mage drain island. The front one is best timed with the Ice Flak super shot, but if they kill the Ice Flak before it shoots, then they can avoid that effect. Also, the back mage is useful if they use their protection spell before the Ice Flak hits them and then is on cooldown. So it has worked well for me both way or this way, but I am seeing some issues with it, and like for example, they can dodge the second one, or they can use it to regain rage like Cavaleris if they time it right. So there are some downsides, and I'm still adjusting, but it's been working okay for me so far. Now I actually just moved this more leveled up blue mage to the front. I previously had it at the back of the island, and I moved it up because I realized I didn't really use the back of the island very much. So having this blue up front will allow more chance they won't be able to destroy it as quick, so hopefully we'll be more successful with mage draining. And I'm thinking about adding a couple more low level like level 1 mages on the other side of this island, just to make it a little more challenging for them, more things to destroy. So that's in a nutshell my thoughts on defending my base and the little techniques and strategies that I use. I hope it was helpful for you to see this and kind of go through it. Let me know if you have any other tips that you use. This is not a comprehensive review. It's just the main tips that I focus on when I'm defending a base. So let me know what you think. If you use any of these tips, let me know how it works out for you, and good luck with your defending.